Then I started to date outside of the church. Then the problem began because now it was like sewile, okay, which means she has fallen.
Hey,
She has fallen.
hey.
Yes, she has fallen out of grace. I don't know. Maybe you can take it from there. Utsike. How did we end up actually navigating and starting to live
Starting to live.
freely?
Uh, well, we used to have like a lot of. We used to call them Dr. Phils because we used to like chill and then like it's Dr. Phila and it was okay, no. Uh, lento yokuba nendaba ngeke isifikise ndawo yazi. Well, that was very easy for me to say because anginayo vele. So I was now trying to teach her ukuthi tayi mhlawumbe ayimlahlekele indaba bese sivele siba happy and it slowly but surely started to ukungena kuthina in our relationship and indaba less took over and we ended up just not caring about who said what because we knew what we were doing, you know. And yabo mungena kule nto yokuthi i-opinion yomuntu iyohlala ikhona whether wenza into right whether wenza into wrong whether angazi okusalayo umuntu is entitled to their own opinion. It's their right to think what they want to think. So there's nothing you can do about that. Getting angry is a waste of energy. Just okusalayo wonke umuntu la emhlabeni une-right yokucabanga ngale ndlela acabanga ngayo. So it's really none of your business ukuthi omunye umuntu ucabangani ngawe wena uyazazi ukuthi uyini ehlangene nani eyakhula kanjani eyenzani njengamanje. So we used to have a lot of talks about we know ourselves and you know ukuthi omunye umuntu ucabangani it's not about you or it's not about me it's not about us or our relationship. Qhamuka nge-point of view yakhe ayithathe la ayithathe khona inkosi imbusise asizangenzi nalapho. So once that started to sink in, we started being very free like nje sayijolela and I remember I think there was one post you posted and there was a shade yabazi abazalwane le shade ngathi sithunzi mzalwane lapha kuma-comment wayiposta ishade umzalwane wayiposta wabuya ukugela wathi yabona-ke le nto yokwa-free buka manje. I'm just like no these things are funny and we really started to laugh about it, you know. Like it started we stopped fighting about it and we started to laugh about the judgment and the treatment of hey babile or hey bangolile. And the thing is it was like me, the devil, and Ngelosi, the angel, negama liyazisho. Just devil is a liar, Ngelosi, overwhelming the Ngelosi. The devil is winning. Yeah, I really believe that umgowisho that we went through because of abazalwane came from a pure heart. Cause even mina ibandla engikhule kulona outside of ibandla kulona manje or ibandla wena oqhamuke kulona or whatever. I remember nje ukuthi there was a lot of things that were done out of protection. And I'm not saying this because ngiqonda ukuthi bebe fake protection. No, I'm just saying ukuthi the heart was trying to protect, but it
is
ended
it really protecting?
I'm trying to say ukuthi it ended up damaging.
Yes.
But the heart really the perspective
Intention.
and the intention was to protect, but it ended up being very harsh or hurtful. And yeah, I grew up in a very ukuthi ngisontileke amasontweni amathe ukuba maningana, and bengathi wonke amasonto azala umama oyedwa because abazalwane bayafana. You know,
Absolutely.
mina nje kuleli bandla engikulona bengiqala ukufika ngifike emandleni where it's just like there's nobody on your case. Figure this God out for yourself, and I think I love that posture.
Yes. You reminded me of what I wanted to
Okay.
say. Correct.
So
Oh, okay. You remind me of what I was gonna say about this how we navigated through this. Yes, we were talking about we adopted the let's just not care attitude, and then I feel like, and you can correct me or tell me if you feel otherwise, but I feel like we got lucky because around about the times when we started dating were the times where both of us were on a journey to discover who Christ is for ourselves, by ourselves.
You're so right.
And that made us so lucky.
Yeah, you're so right. I forgot about that. That's a huge part
Dude.
of how we made it.
Dude.
Thank you for remembering that, because in there sakha-ke thina saba sila esikhona khona namhlanje.
Yeah.
Singayi-omit nje leyo ukuthi it's a situation njengoba isho ukuthi we were both in a, and it's like it was simultaneous. Like mengithi simultaneous ngithi nje.
That's
Nayazi physics.
I'm saying like we were lucky.
We were very lucky because we were on a self-discovery journey with God, and we yabona lento yokuthi uphume kuNkulunkulu kama wakho nobabakho nomnganakho nobani ungene kulento kaNkulunkulu wami, bese singene lapho kuleso stage leso ukuthi okay, let me, because I grew up in the church my entire life. I think you did too. And ngizalwa PK, and you know izwi ngilaza ngathi libhalwe la esandleni sami, but it was never a me thing. It was always a okay, into eyenziwa ekhaya yabo. Once I got past that, and it happened kanye kuthina soyithu ukuthi okay, let me discover what this God is about. Ngifunani la emhlabeni, ufunani lo mjita kimi, like sithini vele ngoGod. So when we both did that, I think that also aligned our paths. Kwangathi singena ku freeway siya on ramp kanye nje zasha, and we could clearly see where we're going, but where we're gonna end up.
Yeah.
We couldn't see kahle where we're going, but we could see where we're gonna end up. I hope that makes sense.
Actually, wait, it doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it feels like it's the same thing.
No, seeing where you're going is like you know the way. Like you can see what's okay now left ngiyajika ngithi oh yeah, because it's like present time going. So you are seeing as you're going where you're going. Okay, I'm going here, I'm going left. Oh, like you have some sort of head navigator or something.
Okay.
So I didn't know, or we didn't know what's okay, we're taking left or we're taking right, or we couldn't really see
because God was ordering our steps.
Okay. But the end result was very clear.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna end up. Yabona manje, this is not. I'm not talking about us ending up, or we're gonna end up married. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about purpose, like where you start to see. Ukuthi la emhlabeni kahle kahle uzeleni, you know, where ngoba ngisho ukuthi sobabili it was a thing of self-discovery, and it happened kanye. So it was like a thing of omunye uyabona how ngiyazi ngizela ukuthi la emhlabeni, how nalo omunye uthi awuyazi ngizela ukuthi yazi le journey ngathi nje iyahambisana. And I think that's what brought us even more together nani. And saba ne-thick skin ngoba sesine-thick skin yazi confidence yomuntu owaziyo ukuthi wenzani idlula angazi idlulani but you know when you fana nokuchaza uma uchaza udadewenu noma uchaza umfowenu or whatever the confidence we started to have God or about ukuthi senzani what someone else was saying or doing or what, it really started not to matter kwangempela because mina ngomuntu ovela onganendaba ukuthi kunye umuntu othini but now sekunesimo sokuthi anginandaba waba ngi-right ngiyazi ukuthi ngenzani so that's just the confidence of that was a thing of now in this kwazi ukuyi-communicator sobabili because unosunendaba ukuthi omunye umuntu uthini ungelosi that's how you all know her ungelosi unendaba nokuthi omunye umuntu uthini mina anginendaba but where we could meet is siyazi thina ukuthi lento esiyenza ayi-right what our purpose is and how we are doing it and ukuthi wena usibone kuphi asiyumani asahlanganile thina lapho sekuyindaba yakho
we're actually too busy pursuing purpose.
Yeah.
And I think that's another thing that made me a bit nervous to kind of give out like a recipe to come here and be like we're giving out a recipe of how to do it. I think practically to have an I don't care attitude is very dangerous to say, but it's practical. But it was I don't know, alignment, and it's hard to give out advice.
Yeah, you can, but like you can't really give up a rule book. This is how it's done. You know, for example, City don't care about judgment. We're not saying go do what you want, and then when you're doing what you want, and then like go do something wrong and don't care what other people say or think. Like as promoter wins in Nomayin, don't get it twisted. But when you know your path and what you're doing, omunye umuntu akuseyona indaba yakho ukuthi kwenzakalani empilweni yakho.
How they perceive it.
How ukuthi bakubona kanjani makwenzakalani in because sometimes uzoluze weight kanti ufastile. Omunye ayitshela ukuthi uneyinkinga, uxakile ulambile. No, I'm just making an example. Guys, please don't misinterpret what we're saying. We're trying to say people go do what they want, blah 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 blah. No.
We're just saying because we knew our journey with Christ and we knew that we genuinely on the right path. We didn't care that it didn't look like that. We didn't care that people couldn't see that. And we didn't care of people's opinions. Eventually, at first I cared. And then we ended up not caring because we were too busy anyway minding our own business.
Yeah. So maybe the advice I can say, because most people were asking advice. So maybe the advice I can say that helped us, ngenhlanhla futhi. Asikho starring somjolo noma starring seBhayibheli noma starring sempilo. It was just luck or umusa wenkosi, let me put it like that. The fact that we were both seeking. Ngavela ngasound engathi sengiyashuma.
Kodwa yabona lento esho i-right. Yabo ngifilile ngathi njengomama esodeni. Yabo? Ngifilile ukuthi yona babe ungayishintsha. Let's not change it.
Asingayishintsha singamdayila ukuthi uGod asingam-oros.
But
we were both under construction.
Segmentation.
Okay. We're both under serious segmentation, and in a very personal manner. Like yabo almost ufike kule state sokuthi uyayihlalela wena noGod wedwa, because he's the cishe ngathi he's the nigga, he's the guy yabo le joke joyelana noGod gcina ukujwayela, he's the guy owaziyo ukuthi isasa lakho likuphatheleni, yile right, yile wrong, yabo uyena ukubonayo ukuthi wenzani noma abanye bengaboni. Yabo when you start to understand such things, you know ukuthi vele there's a guy lo balekile, I can't hide anything from him anyway. So you start to be free, man. I can't put it in a better way, but you start to be very comfortable, and you start to slowly take down the shame of the burden of religion and church, and it's just him now. You eliminate the middleman when you start to know God for yourself.
Yeah.
So you're like, susa le middleman le ayetu susa vele from the get-go when he died for us. So I don't want this to become a sermon, but we're speaking the truth about what worked for us. Your advice and our advice, we can't now dilute it. Yeah, but so it's a situation of the truth of the matter is asikhi starring sempilo inkosi nje sasizwa God, we was truly seeking.
Yeah. And lastly, but I don't know if you want to say something else. And another thing is, I feel like when lots of you are asking about advice of dating as Christians, I feel like lots of people were also thinking about the lines of it can be difficult when you're inside. So like, what do you do? It can be difficult to stay or keep Christian values. It can be difficult to keep Christian values when you're dating.
Oh,
so
okay.
how do you do that? If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So do you want to share that?
Answer?
Yeah.
Well, I think the answer of that is in what we just spoke about.
Yeah.
Uguti. He's the guy that guides, We're human. So I can't tell you, I'd be a big hypocrite if I tell you, no, don't do this, do that, do this, do
because
that.
Because
it's emhlabeni la kunzima, and
the humanity it's like wanting to take over. Like,
a human is flawed, guys.
Like,
so
I want to flow.
Hey, ngakhetha impela ngathi kuye lo ngizohlala naye impilo yami.
No, baby. Oh, when I was feeling when we were dating.
We want to flow.
You want to flow? You felt it. I know you felt it.
Ngathi nje sohlukanisa ukufa.
No, you cannot want to flow. You cannot want to flow with all of this.
No, true.
I mean, look at me.
Hey, baka babe. Okay, yeah. So guys, I'll just ignore her. I'll just ignore her. So guys, yeah. You want to flow as a human, and it's very hard not to. And as for don't or do or what not, but I would rather not give you fish but teach you how to fish. The only person who can keep you in the right track is God. So it would be a situation of knowing God for yourself.
Yeah.
And when you get to that point, He's the one that's going to tame that flow, that want to flow, He's the one that can handle those things. He knows you better than anybody. He knows your spouse better than anybody. So who better? Umena is nobabili and kanje.
Yeah.
So he's not biased to anybody. Even it's just the perfect person to have in your relationship, and it makes it easy. Part of because it's not foreign now. Introduce uNkulunkulu entweni zenu. So the best advice might not be the advice you want to hear, but the best advice is really, really, really understanding the intimacy between God our Father, because He's the
Okay.
only one that can, truly give you the best advice. Thina sokufaka ehlathini, yeyi sothi yenza ukuthi kanti wena une-flow kuleyo nto leyo, kanti mina ngi-strong kuleyo nto, yabo. Phinde sithi hayi wena yenza ukuthi, yabo lento yokuthi omunye hlalana emotweni ningangena endlini, mhlawumbe emotweni kuningi okungenzeka. Yabo. So we can't really tell you tangible things ekutheni do this, don't do that.
Yeah.
Umuntu okholwayo ujola kanje akajola kanje. That you will figure out with your God.
Yeah.
Go to your God.
Oh, another thing now that you're talking about the Modweni Vatfats,
Yeah.
is that, dude, we really, when you think back, we really didn't look the parts.
At all.
Because literally I'd come to visit you, and like if that doesn't look the part, because how uhleli nje lapha imini yonke. Although they were, like uhleli imini yonke, why? And there was even a time
Yazi
where,
phara lapha ehlezi fastera emotweni kwi-parking yaseflatini.
dude, yeah, and starting actually there was a point where you lived alone, and I'd visit you. Obviously, it's just the two of us in the house. We didn't look the parts.
Yeah.
And there's also even worse when you were not even living alone, when you were living with your friends. Then we can't be in a public open space. We have to be in a closed space, our space. So by being pale.
Yeah, so we had
Did
to
not
chill.
look the parts.
Yeah, I had to chill in my room.
Exactly.
So when we first started dating, we ngangihlala with my brother and a friend eflatini. First of all, nje ngihlala eFlorida kwaSathane. Bayazi la.
Don't say that.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, the bottom line of what I was trying to say is angazi ukuthi amandla akaphelaphi, angazi aqalaphi. So I won't be a hypocrite. Umuntu owazi leyo nto leyo is your God alone. So nje, yeah, guys, I think we've answered everything we were asked, hopefully.
Yeah, you can always ask more. We'll respond honestly on the comment section. And yes, thank you so much, guys. Keep them coming, please. We also promise to keep it coming, and we hope this was awesome for you.
Now we hope this was very insightful. Thank you so much for the support again that you've given us, guys. It's really overwhelming. Siyabonga. Keep coming to our channel. Ngelo Sigasivu. See you next time. Boy.